Welcome friends, in this video we will try to learn RET 615 differential relay connection diagrams. What are the functions, how we can connect this relay to our panel, that we will try to learn here. In further videos, in the next videos, we will try to learn RET 615 relay through software. We will connect the relay to the software and we will try to understand each and every functions one by one. This is the back view of RET 615 relay. Here you can see three terminals. The first terminal is X120. The second terminal is X110. And the third one is X100. These are three cards actually. Okay. The use of these cards are different. X120 is related with the totally city connections. X100 card is related with the totally output contacts, and X110 card is related with the output and input contacts. So let's try to understand. In some of the relay you will find X130 card also for inputs as well in new RET 615 relays. Okay. So further, let's try to understand the drawing of RET 615 here. This is the basic wiring diagram of RET 615. So don't worry about it. We will try to understand, we will try to learn each and every elements here. So here first element we will discuss city connection here. Okay, this is a city connection. You can see this is a X120 card, and here you can see the number is 1, 2, 3 up to 14. Here you can see we can connect this relay with 5 ampere city as well as 1 ampere city. You can see here. Okay, the connections remain same. We just need to select at the time of settings. So here there is no any different connections for 1 ampere and 5 ampere. We can connect both the city in the same terminal. 1L, 1B, 2, 3. These all are related with the LV city. Here IL1, IL2 and IL3, these all are related with the HV. Okay, so we have LV connections here and HV connections here. The I0, this 1314 is related with the REF connection, friends. So if you have a REF connection in your transformer, then you can connect the REF relay through matrocell and through resistance with 13 and 14. So here you can see terminal number 1 to 14. So here terminal number 1, this is X120 card, and this is terminal number 1, and this is terminal number 14. You can see here 14 number and 1 number, right? Here you can see 1, 2, after that 3, 4, after that 5, 6, after that 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11, 12. So here 1, 2 is related with the R phase LVCT, 3, 4 is Y phase LVCT, and 5, 6 is B phase LVCT. Likewise 7, 8 related with the R phase of HV, 9, 10 will connect to the Y phase of HV, and the 11, 12 will be our B phase HV. Okay, so our LV connections on upside and the HV connection will remain on downsides here, friends. And the 1314 is related with the REF, friends, here. Okay, so if we have a REF in our transformer, we can use these connections through resistance and through matrocell. Here good thing is this relay you can utilize for 1 ampere and 5 ampere, friends. So you don't need to change the connections. You have to just make sure in your settings, at the time of settings, so you can change over there. But For physical connection, you don't need to change anything. Now we will discuss about X110 connections. So this is our X110 and this is our number 1, 2, 3, likewise up to certain number. So you can connect here one by one as per your requirements. So here you can see in drawing, this is binary inputs, friends. These all are binary inputs. Suppose this is our transformer and this transformer is connected with the breaker, and this is our differential relay to protect the transformer. So if I wish to know whether my breaker is on or off, how can I get it? So what I have to do, I will use this breaker NO contact, auxiliary contacts. Okay, binary inputs will work like this. This is binary inputs. I have to provide positive and negative. If I will provide this positive and negative to the binary input, my binary input will active and give me a signal. Okay, and which I can utilize anywhere in RET 615 relay, in any relays. The same fundamental. You can utilize your binary inputs for any interlocking purpose, for indication purpose, for alarming, for LED, any kind of. Okay, whatever your requirements. It depends on your requirements. So here, what we will do, we will give negative here directly to the binary inputs. So we have to require a positive here. So what we'll do, we connect positive here on one side and the other one, the without potential free relay, potential free wire will connect to the binary input positive terminal. So whenever my breaker will remain closed, right now my breaker is off. Okay, suppose my breaker is on, this contact will remain NO2, convert NO to NC, and my positive here will extend through this terminal and it will connect to the binary inputs. So I can get indications like my breaker is on. So this kind of indications, if we want for any reason, for LBB or for indications, for interlocking, for any reasons, you can utilize these binary inputs for different reasons. Like in transformer, we have a Buchholz relay, right? We have a PRV. Okay, we have a PRV. We have OSR. We have OTI, WTI. This protection relay, this auxiliary protection relay will operate. We don't get a time. Okay, because in relays, yes, in RET 615, whenever differential relay will operate, you will get a full data, you will get a time, stampings and all. But whenever our Buchholz, PRV, OSR, this auxiliary relay will operate for any reason, we are not able to get full data of this particular time, or we are not able to get time stampings. Okay, so if we all the relay we connect with this binary inputs by using their spare contacts, we can get a particular waveform, we can get a particular fault data, and by utilize of this data we can analyze the fault, we can conclude the fault, right? So binary inputs we can utilize here. So here one thing you have to understand that for binary input you need positive and negative we will always connect directly. In some of the cases here in binary input you will get a independent BI, like here 1 2 independent, there is no any other connections. Likewise 3 4 is also independent, but BI3, BI4, these both are not independent because they have a common negative. You can see here 6 number. So if here you can see 6 number is a common negative, right? So you have to utilize common negative here. So this is not a individual BI. So you have to use common negative for the both the BI. Likewise, BI5 and BI6 are also not an individual. They also have their common negatives. Likewise, 7 and 8 as well. So for LBB protection, likewise, whenever you require a separate negative like LBB protections, in that case you have required a individual negative. You cannot connect the LBB negative with other protections, because our sometimes our special protections they have individual positive and negative. Okay, so for that reason we should not connect. Here we will discuss about binary outputs as well. So X100 is completely connect with the binary outputs. Binary outputs which can utilize for our protection purpose. So all these connections are from top to bottom. These all are binary outputs. And here in X100 card you will get terminal number 1 and the terminal number 2. Okay, this is our main DC supply, friends. Okay, without DC supply our relay will not able to run. So this is our main DC 1 and 2. After that you can see 3 and 4. This is the internal relay failure function. It means watchdog. Watchdog means relay internal healthiness. For any reason, if our relay is not able to switch on or run, or there might be some internal issues, our relay internal algorithm, internal software check it out whether this relay is able to work or not. Okay, so this is the watchdog internal relay failure. If any kind of internal issues occur in this relay, this contact will convert from NO to NC and we can get a alarm like differential relay faulty. So this is the very good functions for in differential RET 615 relay. After that you can see here PO1, SO1. PO1 is a power output, SO1 is a signal output. So in RET 615 you will get a two output, different outputs. PO1 power outputs and SO1 is signal output. Power output is high duty contacts, and this contact is capable of high currents because our protection, our relay will connect to the master relay 86 or circuit breaker tripping coil. Okay, so when we trip the breaker, our coil generate higher amount of current. Suppose our breaker is not tripped for any reason. Okay, so due to the continuous current, it will generate a higher coil current and it will produce a higher voltage as well between the terminal of the relay. So to avoid this, ABB gives us a very good high durability contacts like a PO1. So PO1 we can utilize for 86 master trip for tripping purpose, TC12, and the SO1 we can utilize for alarming purpose like differential relay operated or LBB operated likewise. This is our PO1 contact, and the PO1 you can utilize for 86 means master relay. Whenever you configure this relay you have to assign PO1 for tripping purpose. Likewise you can use PO2 for LBB. Likewise SO1 is a signaling contacts. You can utilize this contacts for differential relay alarm. So likewise you can utilize SO1 PO1 according to your requirements and you will get a better function here. But make sure your tripping contacts should be connected with the PO1, and for alarm whenever you like to get alarm then you have to connect with the SO1. Some of the contacts of SO1 you will get from X110 means this card. Okay, here one more thing ABB has given TCS1 and TCS2. So if you have a TCS1 for trip coil 1 and TCS2 for trip coil 2, this is trip coil 1. So what you have to do here, this contact is dual contacts. You can utilize this contact for tripping as well, like PO by using of PO3 and PO4. Trip coil 1 for trip coil 1 and trip coil 2. You can trip individual coils here. and simultaneously, for to check the healthiness of the tripping coil, you can connect the connections tripping coil connection with the TCS. So here you can see 18 and 19. Likewise here 23 and 24. So here 18 19, if you connect your TC1 trip coil, and the 23 24 you can connect here TC2 negative, return negative in this particular section, then this relay will give you continuous monitoring of your tripping coil. If your tripping coil is unhealthy, the RET will give you alarm. If it is healthy, then it will be, everything will be okay. And the same terminal, by using of same terminal, whenever if tripping is happen in the relay, TCS12 automatically will blocked by RET, and PO3 and PO4 will give command to the tripping coil. So this function will work like this. So you can utilize this function according to your requirements. Whatever your requirements, you can connect here. In next video, we will discuss each and every part of this relay by using of software. By using software, we will connect this relay to the software, and we'll try to learn, we will try to discuss one by one each and every elements, and how to make logics, how to make settings, each and everything we will discuss on that. So if you have any doubts, if you have any queries, please write in the comment. If you like my videos, my content, please share with your friends, your colleagues, and keep learning, keep growing. Thank you very much.